Hi everyone, this is Elena of the Witches Box, and I'm here today with another episode of Witch Booktube. And today's book isn't a book on witchcraft at all, but it's probably a book on a theme that you're going to probably hear me talk about often because it's where I'm at. And it seems that without even choosing to, although some part of me is obviously, I am finding more and more books that are along this theme. We've talked about a couple of Sharon Blackie's books which speak to this theme. There are a couple of books in the future that I'll be talking about that speak along this theme. I have never found a book that does it this beautifully from this perspective, and I just find these books to be so nourishing on a level that I feel probably have neglected for myself for a long time, or that I'm just starving for. Any case, with all that preamble, the book I'm talking about is Braiding Sweetgrass by Robin Wall Kimmerer. I'm sure that if you are an avid reader or if you're on Goodreads, you have seen this book. This book is highly popular right now. It's been getting rave reviews. It is so beautiful. I don't even know. Let me just try to break it down. But before I do that, let me read her bio and then we'll go into it. Robin Wall Kimmerer is a mother, scientist, decorated professor, and enrolled member of the Citizen Potawatomi Nation. Her first book, Gathering Moss, was awarded the John Burroughs Medal for Outstanding Nature Writing. Her writings have appeared in Orion, O Magazine, and numerous scientific journals. She lives in Fabius, New York, where she is SUNY Distinguished Teaching Professor of Environmental Biology and the founder and director of the Center for Native Peoples and the Environment. This was published by Milkweed Press. So, on the surface, which isn't very surface at all, this book shares a lot of Indigenous wisdom, Indigenous history for the Native peoples of the United States, predominantly, as well as scientific knowledge. Like, I guess if I were to bring it together for myself, it is equal parts history, culture, soul, and spirituality and science in a way that I've never seen woven before. So what you get is a history of the Native peoples and the different challenges that they have faced with their land being removed from the land, being connected to the land, dealing with government, dealing with oppression, yes. But on top of that is woven the beautiful connection and identity that's intimately woven with the land and with the trees of the land, with sweetgrass and harvesting and growing your own food and living and respecting what the earth provides, and how what the earth provides in different places weaves so intimately with your own identity and your own soul practice in a way that also then brings in the science, because she's a botanist, and so you've got all of this beautiful scientific information about each of the plants and trees that she speaks to that is also at the same time being given context by the culture and the practices and how and why these things were used the way they were. It is such a rich book. There is so much information, and she does it in such a way where she's weaving so many different things together at once. I honestly am still pretty, even though I don't sound like I'm speechless, I feel pretty still speechless about just how touched and how enriched I have felt by this book. And for me, though this has nothing to do with magic, this has nothing to do with witchcraft, I feel like it has everything to do with magic and everything to do with witchcraft, and that at our core as witches, we are practicing highly skilled connection, or we strive to practice highly skilled connection, whether it's with our intuition, whether it's with the magic and the energetic streams that we send out into the world, or the energetic streams that we receive and read. Witchcraft, and I will say this again and again and again, and I will be writing about it, and it's going to be touching every single thing that we do, as it has for the last 2.5 years of this business, at its core, regardless of tradition, regardless of inheritance or lineage or la la la, witchcraft is about connection. I'm telling you, don't forget this, understand this, dive into that, meditate on that, because really, The things that we're trying to hone in ourselves is how we connect to the energies at play, but also how we connect to the physical in our lives. And so books like this, even though it's speaking to the spirituality and the history and the wisdom of the native peoples of the United States of America, the relationship that she conveys, the wisdom that she conveys, and the interactions that she conveys regarding plant life, regarding the planet, regarding the earth, and the geographical ground on which you stand is absolutely, oh God, at the heart of who we are as witches and what is available to us in terms of our allies, our intimate relationship with our environment. It's so beautiful. When I read it, again, this was one of my December reads where I thought, well, you know, this is just for me. I'm not really working when I read this book. I'm not really going to read it with the intention of creating some sort of outline about what it is that I want to share with you all. Even still, I felt like it was an important book to share with all of you because it is beautiful. She is an example, a beautiful, powerful example of what living in relationship with your natural environment looks like. And we are intelligent adult people, and we can extrapolate those parts of this that are specific to the Indigenous people and separate that out for yourself from the example of respect and interaction and intuition and reverence and relating with nature that she shares. Beautiful. And the scientific signs of it, or side of it, is also so educational, and it gives you even a deeper layer into what is going on with trees, with sap, with the beauty of cedar trees, with the planting and harvesting and cultivating of sweetgrass, even if it's an herb or a plant that you would never use. The understanding of all of the layers that are there, that are available for you to commune with. You guys, this book is a 5. It is extraordinary. What she has put together in this book is just, it's a work of art. I cannot say enough. It's just a beautifully, intelligently, poetically written book that does a beautiful job. I cannot recommend this enough. I am going to get the other book that she's written because I'm dying to read what else she's done out there. I would love to hear from you if you've read this book. This is definitely a long, deep dive of a book. There's a lot of information here. It is not a fast read. I wouldn't even recommend that you read it quickly because there's a lot to absorb. There are a lot of layered nuances to this that you can really allow to be a deepening, transformative meditation. This is, again, one of those books that if you have a fireplace, it's beautiful to read by the fire with a little hot drink. If not, if you live in a warm enough environment right now, to read outside among trees would be beautiful. In a park, if you live in an inner city or an urban environment, get this book. It is really, really beautiful. And even though it has nothing to do with witchcraft, it has everything to do with the way we interact with and revere and honor our natural environment. It is just, it's beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. She did. I can't even. This is a 5-star. It's gorgeous. So, Braiding Sweetgrass by Robin Wall Kimmerer. Get it. It's really just gorgeous. So there it is. If you've read it before, if you know of her and you've read her other works, please, I'd love to hear your comments down below. Information on this book and her other books will be down in the description box. And anything else about us that we want you to know about will be down in the description box as well. And we will be back with another book in a few days, next week. I love you all. Thank you for watching and participating, and I will talk to you soon.